Omaha, a tough area, because where I live, it's in the heart of North Omaha. There's a lot of violence that goes on, but thank God for the house of God and this home and this production and this gift that I have, that I wasn't out there with those guys. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do all that stuff. It's not me. My background, I come from a single mom, 2 older brothers, and that's my family, that's all I know. But I was practically born in Grace Apostolic Church. Grace Apostolic that is my foundation. That's all I know. And I grew up in church, started in church, and Grace has just been such a blessing. Like I can't even put into words how much they blessed me, how Bishop Barlow has blessed me, and my mom has just guided me, and it's just been me, my mom, and my brothers just on this ever since I was born. But when I first started doing band in like middle school, I started playing trumpet, I started playing clarinet. I started wondering, like, why am I even like playing music? And that came from Grace. They were all about pushing their kids. That's what we're about. And what do you want to do when you grow up? They're always focused on our future. What do you want to be? And here I am, a musician, playing drums in church and trying to figure out. Do I want to create music? Do I want to be a gigging musician? There's so many outlets, so many things to do in the industry. I'm like, okay. But thank God for the house of God that allowed me to find that identity in myself. It gave me an atmosphere. My mom, she set up an atmosphere. In this home, there was an atmosphere to go to Grace and be like, and pray, and develop my own relationship with God. That's my background. That's my foundation. That's how I work. That's the only reason I am who I am today. Is because of that. I started doing music middle school, started playing instruments.
Yeah.
So.
To that major, then
Maybe.
Go with the major and then go to a minor.
Here.
No.
Okay.
Being a young black man in North Omaha, I grew up in a house of pain, a lot of pain, a lot of things were going on. My mom was 16 when she had me. She was 17 when she actually had me. She was 16, pregnant at 16, and I saw fighting, I saw drinking, I saw cussing, I saw women, just all kind of different stuff that I was exposed to and seen at a young age. So there was a lot of stuff I was exposed to. I was exposed to abuse. I was exposed to drugs. I became a product of my environment. I was all over the place. There was a time where I was in foster care, went through 5 homes in 6 months. I didn't have really anything to look up to, anybody to look up to. My dad was in jail, constantly in and out. But music was the only thing, music and God were the only thing that I really stayed attached to. When I was by myself, I would sing. When I was by myself, I would pray. There was a lot of things in my life that just, at a young age, I didn't understand. I used to think I was the devil. I was all kind of different stuff just because of the environment that I was in. I was so consumed by the impoverished mindset. just those 4 bars, or how many? Me and Davion, we met. It's been 5 years. 5 years ago, we met when I had first come to the church. I was just coming to the church to visit. I didn't know I had a cousin that played the drums. I didn't know any of that, and me and Davion met through Uncle Keith, our Uncle Keith Mills. He introduced us. He was like, "Neff, this is your cousin Davion. Neff, this is your cousin Day Day." And that was the first time me and Davion met. And the first time we played was at church. And ever since that first time we played, we've been, this is my brother right here. Kicking. Putting in work.
Me and Daddy started working together after we started getting acquainted with each other's styles. We started playing together in church. That's kind of where it all started. He was on keys and I'm on drums, and we just, improvising as we go on and learn our church music and all that. We didn't really get started in the studio until really later on this year.
Yeah.
So, we just decided, I started getting equipment, and I went to Berklee, came back, and got some knowledge on studio work, and he started recording his own music. He started writing more. I'm like, yo, it could be like a team, you know what I'm saying? So I produce it, he writes it, sings it, and we just go from there. Berklee is a community. Berklee is a community of musicians, creative innovators. The guys that I've met since I've been at Berklee, they've just been phenomenal. There's drummers, singers. It's a private institution in Boston, Massachusetts, and one of the top contemporary music schools in the world. So the best of the best get there. Your best drummers, your best singers, your best artists, whoever you name it, they're there. So, and a lot of greats come out of there. A lot of phenomenal people. Quincy Jones came out of there. John Mayer came out of there. Anna Wise, that's Kendrick Lamar's singer, she came out of there. A lot of phenomenal people. I got into Berklee doing the good old audition interview. That's everybody's interview. You apply, you audition. You either do it online, or you can go to the school, you can go to the city, they'll meet you in their interview, you audition. And one of the key things that they ask you is what will you bring to Berklee? And that's a great question to ask a musician, because it's in a place where so much has happened and so much is already there, what more would you bring to it? So that really opens your mind to your artistic abilities and what you want to bring to the music industry, not just Berklee. So,
Berklee was something that was presented to me about 2 years ago by one of the ladies in the church. Her daughter was looking to go to Berklee School of Music, and so since I myself was a musician, she let me know about it. She told me about it. I wasn't fully prepared to go to Berklee, and at the time Davion was applying, and he was applying. He got in, he got up there, and so I decided to stay here and go to UNO for a little bit and get more knowledge on theory, getting more knowledge on my instrument, my vocals, my keys, and then I decided to apply, a year later, and really I had a different experience. Davion, he applied online, but I actually went up there and auditioned live for the instructors. I got to meet the instructors. I got to meet a lot of the auditionees. They interviewed me. I sang for them. I did some sight reading work with them. I did some improv with the instructors, and from there, they really just gave me an opportunity to show what I could do, what I could bring to Berklee, and from there, I got about 2 months later, I got the email saying that I got in.
Oh, okay. So, really, your verse is what, 16?
16, yeah. That's 16.
My goals, man. There's too many of them to even name. I still have goals that I'm still thinking of, but goals of mine for this year is to get my name out there. I think that's pretty much everybody's goal. Coming to Berklee, you want to get out there. I personally as a producer, I want to learn more. I want to get in the music industry. You know, I want to get deeper. I want to connect with more producers, and I want to get to know different softwares and how they produce in different processes when you're recording in the studio. Or I also want to, another goal is to learn how to mix a live show. How does that process go? You know, my goal is really just to soak in everything. You know, I'm just kind of a sponge right now. I'm just soaking in everything that I can before I really jump out there and start working with other people. So
my goals are, you know, so far I've started my own business, and what my business is, you know, I'm a singer, musician for hire, pretty much identifying myself as an artist, and so I want to take that with me, and I want to perfect my craft even more. I want to make it more professional. I want to make it more profitable. I want to make it more marketable. My goal is to really network with some really good artists in the industry, producers in the industry, people in high places, people that can give me opportunities, and I'm really looking to eventually be traveling the world, doing my music, writing songs for people, writing songs for myself, really becoming that star that everybody says that they want to be. You know, I want to put in the work and reach the level of traveling the world, being an international artist, being, you know, someone who performs over here in Europe, and then I'm over here in Africa, and then I'm over here in the United States, and, you know, I really want to be able to do that on a professional, international level, and work with some of the best people, some of the best producers, and this is the start right here. The projects that we are working on together right now is the EP that I'm trying to put out this summer. We're working on my 4-song EP of my own original music, written by myself, written by Davion. You know, his ideas, my ideas put together. We're working on currently a concert that I'm putting on, a going away concert that I'm putting on together, that this CD or this EP will be the main focus. So all of the songs that we're doing will be done that night. His ideas will be put out there, his work will be put out there. And we're also working on some further stuff for like Berklee. At Berklee there's such thing as a calf show. And so we are getting material together and original music together to be able to put together, you know, his calf show. It's pretty much just a giant concert. You put together a whole bunch of songs. You get a group, you get a band, you get singers if you need singers, and y'all display what you rehearse, what you put together, and you just have pretty much a concert. So we're working on his, we're working on myself, and working on some others who are at Berklee who want us to work with them. Then play the junior bass.
Gave me that piano, man. He gave me that good old Yamaha, just an 88 key. We were in church, and he was just like, Davion, I got this piano for you. Just right there, I'm like, oh, I don't know how to play piano, but you know, I'll take it. And ever since I got that, I'm just like, I just started messing with it, started tinkling with it, like, you know, coming up with little things. And like, one of my mom's favorite songs that I came up with was on that piano. And that's just like, that's how I started.